up and I fall into the ball pit. I'm eating flippers and I'm eating chicken McGruggets. I'm eating burgers and I'm BB lettuce on my plate. I gotta get the sauce, I gotta smear it on my face. I got the mayo, got the buns, I got the beef and patties. I got the cheese, I got the celery seeds, I cannot have it. I wanna do it, but I cannot do it all. But you know why? I gotta get the draw and drop it in that ball pit. To the ball pit, yeah, I'm feeling to the ball pit. To the ball pit, yeah, I'm feeling to the ball pit. To the ball pit, yeah, I'm feeling to the ball pit. To the ball pit, yeah, I'm feeling to the ball pit. 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 To the ball pit.
Hey, Phil. Hey, Phil.
Hey yourself, big guy.
What the hell? Are you a talking piss jug? Why is there a piss jug on my couch next to the cat? That's ridiculous. That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, technically I'm just the piss, but at the moment I am stuck in this jug. Kind of like a hermit crab type deal. Look, I'm trying to find my way back home. You know how to get to the balls from here?
The balls? What do you mean, like a ball pit, like at McDonald's?
I have heard of piss being in those ball pits, yeah. But no, at this time, I'm talking about the balls. Like the jug between your legs. You know, your downtown dangles.
Oh, shit. That's right. The pee is stored in the balls. I mean, how did you get stuck in that piss jug then, my guy?
Oh, look, the balls I come from, they got a job at Amazon, delivering packages, right? Long hours driving around, in these conditions, you'll eventually find yourself in the piss jug. Just the way of the road.
Damn. That's sad as hell. Jeff Bezos? How could you do this? I can't believe it. Rot in hell, Bezos.
Yeah, bald man bad. No need to virtue signal so hard though, Neil. I seen your Amazon Prime packages strewn all over the place. How do you think I ended up at your house?
All right, Dan, you got me there. Well, look, I got a show to start in a minute. You want me to take you upstairs and set you by the front door? Maybe your balls will find you again up there.
I mean, yeah, as piss, you ideally want to get drank up as a prank, or sprayed all over somebody's legs that got stung by a jellyfish in an act of heroism. But yeah, front door's good. Maybe we'll get a big old plump ball sack delivered out there next.
Thanks, Piss Jug. I hope you find your way back to the balls.
Have a good show, Neil.
Coming to you live from the most roast beef sandwich eating corner of the internet, it's Late Night with Chill Neil. Tonight, Wednesday, April 14th. We have notorious shitposter and admin behind Country Girls Who Boof Kratom, Katie Red Jimenez. And you may know him as Rad Milk, but he needs no introduction, Everett Byram. And with special musical guest, Chill Neil.
All right,
now,
about to start
here's your host,
10 seconds, so I'll
Chill Neil. All right, everybody. Welcome to another Late Night with Chill Neil. I'm very excited to be here with you. I just realized y'all could probably hear my mic. I forgot to turn it off, so you might have got a spoiler there. Might have got a spoiler. Josh says we got a spoiler. That's all right. It's okay. It's not gonna be. You're not gonna have to wait too long for it.
But yes, thank you all for being here tonight. We got an amazing show lined up for you. I want to shout outs to the chat and see what's going on in the chat. I see a lot of people. Arby is in the chat. That's amazing. I don't know how that happened. Tom Baramy, he's talking about the piss jug. Alex Kinnebrew, Gatorade bottles are more portable, but piss jugs are cheaper. Okay, that's a good tip. I appreciate that. Well, look, y'all, I need to do a quick couple announcements, some important announcements. One is just new as of today. Y'all saw young Kiwi, my cat, in the opening sketch. Well, Kiwi has decided to go rogue. You know, we let her start going outside. She disappeared last night. She hadn't come back yet. So I want everybody in the chat to send out vibes to young Kiwi. We want her to come back. We hope she'll come back here soon. So everybody in the chat, send out the vibes to Kiwi. And then, you know, I've been teasing a big announcement. I'm ready to share it with you guys. We have been building up to this for a long time, and we have finally opened the store called Late Night with Chill Neil and Gifts. That's right. We finally have our own gift shop. So when you are watching the show, you can I brought Katie up somehow. How are you here right now, Katie? What's up? Welcome. Let me I don't know what I did, but I'm trying to share the gift shop. Stay with me for just a moment, and we're going to bring Katie up next as well. But yes, we do have a gift shop, Late Night with Chill Neil. Make sure that you go over there and pick up some gifts. And actually, Katie is still with us, so that's great. I mean, no, actually, okay, Katie is not with us. I'm like I said, y'all, tune in at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time if you want to see me get nervous. It still does happen every week, but I'm just playing with y'all. That's not the actual announcement. The actual announcement is a very exciting episode next week. We're going to be doing a reunion of the Cool Cigars guys. That's right. We've got Blish and Blake, as well as the admin, Joshua Aaron C, coming on the show. Make sure that y'all tune in next week. We've been building up to this for a long time, and I cannot wait to do it. We got so much prepared for y'all. I was going to try to save that to the end of the show, but I just couldn't do it. It was too exciting. I couldn't even control my stuff. I thought everything was broken, but it was working just fine. But anyway, now that we got the important things out of the way, shout outs to Kiwi. I think it's time that we go ahead and bring on our first guest. I'm very excited to have with us tonight Katie Red Jimenez. Katie, welcome to the show.
Hey,
thanks for being here. Sorry for a weird start. I was telling people you were on the screen, but you weren't on the screen. I was watching you on Skype thinking you were on the screen. So if that was weird for you, that's my bad. But
the vibe's just
to make up for it, I did hit up Arby's, which I guess it's kind of awkward. You're in Arby's right now, but I had hit up Arby's before the show. I thought maybe we could share some roast beef sandwiches. I didn't expect that you would actually be at Arby's already. That's crazy.
Dude, the problem is that this Arby's is closed, and so there's no one cooking here. I that's why I asked you for a beef and cheddar, because they shut down the fryers and the ovens.
I understand all the hours have changed right now. We're still living in pandemic hours with the fast food, but I did get you a sandwich here. Could I maybe try to pass it through the internet real quick? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, come on.
Here's one for you. There we go. All right. And I still got one for my...
Phil, this is Frisky's.
Wait, what the hell?
This is Frisky's beef and gravy with cheese bits.
God damn. What the... I don't understand. I mean, I went out of my way to get this sandwich, and the internet is just going to compress my roast beef sandwich like that. I apologize, Katie.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can I at least give you some Arby's sauce real quick? I'll just pass that.
Phil, this is a cardboard box.
Oh, god damn. Y'all, I got to get off this Xfinity. This shit is ruining my show. I mean, I don't know.
You got Spectrum over there.
Well, okay, so speaking of, Arby's food and all that, I got to get some important questions out of the way right at the beginning here. Not to pivot too hard, but like, I know as someone that I've witnessed go very hard at Applebee's, I just want to know, what is like the go-to food and or drink order at Applebee's?
I'm going to have to go with, if you get there in like September, they have the Dollaritas. There's not much alcohol, but you can drink 12, 13 of them. and they will not cut you off. So that's
Wow.
That's my go-to drink. As far as food, almost all of it is inedible, but the cheese sticks are a classic. Or you can get
That
the
makes
fajita
sense.
plate.
The fajita plate, is
Yeah,
that like the
it comes out steaming. It tastes like just nothing, but
That's extremely sad that a fajita plate could taste like nothing.
well,
I mean,
it
like,
impresses the guests around you.
because you get the sizzling and like, yeah,
That's true.
exactly. Do you know? I just wanted to know. Do you know? Are there any secret menu items that you could get at Applebee's if you wanted to go really hard?
You could piss in the sink if you wanted to. I'm not sure if that's a menu item or just an option, but I have done it.
I think that's the perfect secret menu. I mean, you're right, not a menu item, but the best secret that you could probably learn tonight about Applebee's is that you can go there and piss in the sink.
And no one will stop you. It's not illegal.
It's not. And like, honestly, I don't blame you. If there's somebody else in there already using the toilet, then you might need to use the sink.
Mm-hmm. And we've all been there.
Well, I feel kind of awkward right now because I brought the Arby's to the Arby's restaurant, and then it didn't like come through the internet, but like I got to find a way to move on from that. So I was just really curious if you could tell me like what was it that set off the Arby's connection for you? How did you even become associated with the Arby's?
So I worked at a brewery that's right. I live in Atlanta, and the Arby's headquarters was right next to my job. I worked at a brewery. And so there was an Arby's store right next to it, and I would eat there all the time for lunch. And I started seeing all the social media people, and they're taking pictures all the time. And so I would take pictures of them and then send it to their social media. And I would say stuff like, show me the meats. Like, I heard you got beef, etc. And they were very afraid of it. They left me on red. They didn't want to respond. I told them to tell me they love me. They sent a heart emoji, which is just mixed signals. And then eventually I saw that the Arby's Foundation posted they had a Smash Mouth concert that they were sponsoring. So I harassed Arby's for about 6-7 months until they gave me free tickets to a Smash Mouth concert. And I went, and I almost immediately blacked out because you're going to go see Guy Fieri sing about a photograph or whatever Smash Mouth does. I don't know. But it's appropriate to drink for that. And ever since then, I've been a very strong Arby's stan.
I mean, I never would have ever guessed the depths of the Arby's Chronicles. I mean, I just thought you liked the meats, which is for me, I mean, I've had this meat sandwich sitting by the space heater for a while, so I'm kind of deciding if I should actually eat it or not. But damn, I wish I had been able to see Guy Fieri play with Smash Mouth.
Yeah, and none of them would let him drink too. The last thing I remember was him begging for like a vodka soda on stage, and the other bandmates were like, "No."
That's amazing. I mean, the last time I heard about Smash Mouth playing somewhere, I think it ended with them throwing bread at the band or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know. The what do they say? The hits keep coming and they don't stop coming. Bop, 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 bop. All right. Well, I want to zoom out a little bit. And I mean, I know you were involved with so many different things in whatever we call the world of weird Facebook at these days. I don't know what it's called anymore, but you have been doing things, running groups and pages for a long time. How did you ever even get into memes in the first place?
I smoked K2 at a homeless shelter, and I joined people who and sometimes also O, or whatever that group is called.
Damn.
And yeah, that was like 6 years ago. And I posted one thing there, and it went really well, and it was very stupid. But from there, I mean, I went on to be an admin, and what was that group? I smoked DMT, play corn to my weed plants, or whatever. I don't know. It's been so long now. There's Jekyll Doesn't Hide, and Country Girls Who Boof Kratom, or Kratom, depending on what part of the country.
How you pronounce it, because I feel like that's always such a funny thing to hear. The first time you hear somebody pronounce it, I feel like it's always different.
Well, I say it different every time, just because that way you can never really be wrong, you know.
That's fair. Well, I'm loading up some of your memes from the country girls who boof kratom. I know that, like a lot of these other projects we started talking about, you're not the only one who's behind it, but I feel like that's one of the first projects that I probably knew about this page before I knew you very well. And I'm just curious, like, where does the boofing kratom, it's a great joke, but I'm just wondering how rooted in reality it is. Do people actually boof kratom? Did you get them to boof kratom? Like,
I've seen several people actually boof kratom since I started the page, which is unfortunate because kratom is not water soluble, therefore undigestible through the rectum. So it doesn't actually work. So.
Wow, this is huge. This is extremely groundbreaking information here for you guys. If you've been like leaning into this joke, I mean, I was looking at your page earlier today and I saw somebody had like talked about boiling it and had like I don't even know what it is. It's almost like one of those things you use to get
turkey baster.
It was a turkey baster? Okay.
Yeah.
It had more of like a bulb on it, so I was a little confused, but like, damn, I was like, they're really going in. Like, how?
Yeah. Apparently it works if you do that. I wouldn't know. I don't really know where the original thing came from. I think one time I was in my friend's car and he said something about that like DIY venue used to be called the Boof Safari because everyone would put stuff up their butts there. And I'm in the South, and so country girls and boofing, it just kind of became the same thing.
I love how organic it came together, but like the page was huge for quite a while. I mean, tens of thousands of people followed it, and I got so much fun out of it. And then I remember there was this whole thing about people friending kratom dealers on Facebook, and you couldn't even type the word kratom anymore without getting like hundreds
ads from Indonesian kratom farmers.
It was intense. Yeah, people would actually do it as a joke. They would just type kratom on your post, and you were like fucked because at that point you were just going to get either offers or comments or
Yeah, and I was actually shipped for free several kilos of kratom.
Oh, damn. Wow.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened to it. It's just gone with the wind, like tears in the rain. It's just I don't even like, how long would it take one man to boof that much kratom?
Well, we can only wonder, unless people in the chat, if y'all know, if you've boofed several liters or several kilos of kratom, let us know how long it took you, or if you're still working on it. I mean, keep us posted.
Yeah, start a blog.
Oh shit, yeah. Or maybe a TikTok. Actually, you probably get removed from TikTok for that. You couldn't do that. Well, another site, I feel like when I kind of tracked how I got to know you, I think probably even before the Boof and Kratom page was somewhere in the mix with like the Facebook site, is where I started to get to know you and a lot of people that have been on this show so far. I'm like a baby in the weird Facebook world. Y'all were doing a lot of this stuff before me, but like, can you even speak about the Facebook site? Is it even something that you can discuss? It seems like such a weird phenomenon. Like I never even could get a handle on it, but like, how did that site even begin? Because you were like one of like I would say maybe real admins, because y'all had like hundreds of admins, right? Like everybody was an admin.
Yeah, we started to just one of the original admins was like really dedicated to this cause of building up a page or a group and making as many followers and people in it as possible, and then just absolutely wrecking it, which is like a philosophy I still subscribe to. But
anti-clout.
That was the whole point, was just like, let's make everyone an admin. And it became this like really bizarre social experiment of like I think there was an actual coin, like a cryptocurrency, Facebucks.
A real one? It was a real crypto though? I thought it was a joke.
A real cryptocurrency called Facebucks, which obviously is worth nothing. And it just became this like really spiraled thing of more and more specific memes. And it became like a weird parody of corporate capitalism. I don't know.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. I like that. I think that's cool. And I appreciate the anti-clout philosophy. It's actually something that, I'm a clout chaser. Chill Neil wants all the clout, so I don't know how to identify with this anti-clout idea. I mean, so that's honorable that y'all could go that route. I don't know how you do that.
That the anti-clout thing creates the most clout. Like, So I am an admin on a page called Jekyll Doesn't Hide, and we started several Facebook groups connected to that page, and one of them was Bad to the Bone Truckers Who Give No Dams or Shits, and that group really attracted like the wrong kind of people, and it was very funny at first, but then all of the other admins started to sort of like disengage and not pay attention. And so one day I was just like fed up, and I changed it to obese furries who love cops and drinking piss. Just because it was like, if I can offend the people that I dislike the most in this group, I'm going to do it. And that like brought the group from about 10,000 people to 20,000. And that made so many people upset. And so I recently, I decided that the group was now join this group if you want to fuck Phil from Hercules, and then in quotes 1995.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Phil from Hercules. Okay, for a second I thought maybe it was a Phil I know, but I mean
no, Neil, no.
What is Phil from Hercules? Is he the little like
he's
what are they
like
called?
a little
Satyr? Like
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Wow,
he's
damn.
Danny DeVito. He's Danny DeVito. Yeah.
Okay, well that changes everything. There's like a lot of ham energy going on in that character because he kind of looks like a little ham when you think about it. But then
thick too.
He's absolutely, he's got that rump roast, and he's Danny DeVito, so I feel like there's a whole rum ham tie-in. I don't know. This is actually going to bother me a lot. I might not be able to go to sleep for a while tonight thanks to this connection you just made mentally for me. I'm going to work on that.
Just boof a little kratom. Push you
Good call. Good call. I need to get some of those kilos that you had laying around somewhere. Well, hey, look, before we wrap it up, I do appreciate you diving into the world of memes and comedy on the internet and all the weird shit that we, talked about. But I know you're less online these days than you used to be. And I know, like, right when the pandemic started, I feel like there was, like, a shift where, I didn't see you online as much, but I did see you, like, gaming a lot. And I don't know if you were already gaming a lot, but I saw you gaming so much. Like, for me, it was like I started playing Animal Crossing for the first time. And I'm going to give a shout out to our homie Blair. Because she was gonna mail you a roast beef sandwich at some point, I think. Yeah. But I remember both y'all were very serious about Animal Crossing to the point that I was like, okay, I'm gonna check this out. And like then I also remember that you had somehow seemingly like just beaten it within, a couple months. I guess you were like time travel. How did you get?
I attempted to speed run Animal Crossing. It took me about 360 hours, and I didn't do very well at it. Very low efficiency, but when the pandemic hit, I started to build my first computer, my first PC. So I've been doing a lot more gaming. I got a Switch. Not because I had pandemic bugs, but just I had nothing fucking else to do, and I was bartending, so I wasn't spending my money on drinking every night. So
hey, I mean, that could be a very good benefit of gaming all the time, I think.
Yeah, it was
Your liver
great.
thanks you.
And then I don't know. I mean, I've kept up with it. I've been playing a lot more video games right now. I'm playing GTA 5 for the first time. Franklin rocks. He's cool.
Yes. So are you playing through the story mode, or are you going into the crazy world of the online GTA 5?
Story mode for now, but I'll get there.
I only played GTA 5 online for about 20 minutes, and I was like, I didn't stand a chance. I got wrecked everything I did, so I gave up on that game because I don't even think I beat the story mode. So you're going to have to tell me how it ends.
Oh, I will.
If you can.
I would like to give a quick shout out to the page Arby, not the restaurant, but the page Arby. I would like to give a shout out to a page called Absolute Buddies and Pals, because they have some real buddies. Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said, "Hold up the Arby bet." I think Arby said it. Keep going. I don't want to cut you off though. This is just for aesthetic value.
Absolute Buddies and Pals. I love them. Also, shout out to the next guest, Everett. That's the homie. Love Chill Neil. I can't even say it. But anyway, for anyone at home right now watching this stream, I hope you got that icky, sticky Mang Da right up in the turkey baster, ready to go for the next guest.
Hell yes, that was beautiful. That was probably one of the most heartfelt shout outs we've had on the show. So Katie, thank you so much for being here. It's a huge honor. Just real quick, I'm going to do a flashback to when we actually did a different show called Chill Neil and Friends. I remember you were in the chat and you were like, I'm here for my interview. And I was like, damn, I never even thought about doing an interview. And now, luckily, we finally made we connected that circle, you know, like the Ouroboros or whatever you call it, like full circle here.
Yeah, H. Wynn knows all about the Ouroboros.
She does. Shout out H. Wynn, big fan, friend of the show. All right, guys, we got to take a short commercial break. Katie, thank you again for being on the show. This was amazing. Everybody stay tuned. We'll be right back with the homie Everett Byram.
Deep in the tropical regions of Southeast Asian countries, there is a wonderful herb meant for vitality and revitalization, among many other health benefits. We are now proud to offer Boof Wizards 50x Kratom. Our local shaman and sorcerer, Anna Suzal, otherwise known as the Boof Wizard, has developed a proprietary blend of Mangda, a Malaysian red vein, and a Filipino green vein to form Boof Wizard's 50 times Kratom tincture. Each tincture is prepared in a cauldron for 69 hours and extracted using ancient holistic practices. Our new to the market tincture is 100% boofable, making for the smoothest butt chug known to mankind. Just place the funnel directly into your anus and let the tincture penetrate your stomach lining via your mucosal tissue. The high concentration of blood vessels makes for a powerful high. Using a small dose, you almost instantaneously feel the effects of the tincture working its magic in mere seconds. Anna Suzal is looking forward for you to try out his wondrous product. You can find Boof Wizard's 50x Kratom tincture in your local gas station near you, typically located next to the dick pills.
I'm not going to lie. I am extremely disappointed that I even have to make this commercial, because you motherfuckers should already know that Narby's has the meat.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I am very excited to announce our next guest, somebody that people have been asking for on the show for a long time. Let's give a warm welcome to Everett Byram.
No, Neil. I'm not Everett. Come on.
What the hell? Wait, aren't you the Illuminati Corporation accountant guy? Oh shit, I'm not being audited again, am I?
Now, that's true. I was the accountant of the Illuminati.
Okay. Well, look, man, all those Shrek dicks and Star Spangled Dongers, I promise, man, that wasn't mine. Those aren't mine.
Neil. I said I was the accountant of the Illuminati.
Oh, you're not anymore? My bad. Well, like, what the hell are you doing here then?
I've moved up, Neil. I'm now the director of programming for all of the Illuminati. Corporate, non-corporate, startup, luxury, management, everything.
Damn, that's amazing. That's great news. Congratulations to you, Illuminati executive guy. I don't know how you did it.
Hey, we did it, Neil. And that's why we got to talk. This isn't just great news for me, Neil. This is great news for you. Especially great news for you. I've been watching those numbers, man. Let me tell you, Late Night with Chill Neil, starting to get a lot of viewers. I like the way you're moving, kid. This is some good shit.
That's amazing. I thought it was just like my homies that were tuning in. I don't really know like how that happened.
That may be the case, Neil, but you got a lot of goddamn homies. Let me tell you, so many of your homies have been tuning in that you got the higher ups of the Illuminati who are interested in your brand. We're talking, we got Chet in the head of accounting. We got Rosie, the VP of BizDev. We got everybody wanting a piece of the Chill Neil. I'm telling you, it's hot.
Damn, I mean, that sounds amazing. What does that mean? You
want to know? You want to know what the fuck this means, Neil? It means you are ready for the big time. Neil, we want to take your show. We want to format it. We want to bump it up into the fucking mainstream. It's time for you to make your prime time debut.
Well, wait. I love doing late night with Chill Neil. I don't know if I want to get out of my comfort zone, and I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like a lot more work too.
It's a lot of work, of course. All these big moves come with their sacrifices, Neil. But if there's anything you know about it's that you got to let Late Night with Chill Neil go to someone new. But the 2-night show with Chill Neil, that has a nice ring to it, eh? Got some real fucking celebrities coming on this show, eh? Feeling good about that?
Damn. I mean, yeah, now that you put it like that, I mean, that does sound pretty good when I say it, when you say it out loud. I mean, and for like real celebrity guests, I mean, Sabi doing the show in prime time, like 10:30 p.m. That's me.
You're going to be prime time like Dion, boy. You're going to be good to go. You're going to be the top dog in the late night show game. I'm talking cocker fucking spaniel. None of this goddamn pug shit.
Okay, well, I mean, what do I need to do? Just tell me what's next.
Just say yes.
Okay.
Sign on the dotted line, of course.
Damn. Okay, wait. So this is a contractually binding agreement here. I'm not sure I can handle that kind of commitment, man. I mean, I'm a pretty wishy-washy type of dude. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Look. I get it. It's a lot to take in. Give you some time to think about it, but don't wait too long. This opportunity is going to pass you by. Let me leave you with a little something to, how should they say, wet your whistle. We'll talk soon, Neil. Smooches. You're about to be big time now, boy.
All right, peace out, Illuminati accountant. What? Oh, wow, look at that. Damn, that looks so official. Oh, the 2-night show with Chill Neil. It is quite tempting, but, I got to finish tonight's show before I can even think about any of this shit. I mean, where was I? Oh, yeah. Let's welcome our next guest to the show. Can we clean up this? Can we get the set cleaned up? Let's welcome Everett Byram to the show, y'all. All right, everybody. I'm very excited. Let's go ahead and welcome Everett Byram to the show. Welcome, Everett. Did you meet that talking piss jug on the way in?
Hey, Neil. Piss jug. But I just want to say, I'm sorry. I think your hot lemonade that was sitting up there, I think it was spoiled, though.
Wait, hold on.
Hey, it's me, the piss. I'm back. He drank me up, and I took control of his body.
Oh my God, this is not good.
Neil, I'm starting to think that wasn't a jug of normal hot salty lemonade, Neil. I'm being possessed by the piss. I'm being possessed.
Oh shit.
The piss. Dude, you gotta help me, Neil. You gotta help me. Go ahead, recite the ancient incantation.
Okay, I do. I remember it is the pee is stored in the balls.
Whoa, dude, you just banished the pee all the way down to my
amazing
ball sack. It's no longer controlling me.
That was intense.
Wow, I feel great now. Yeah. Wow. Anyway.
Hey, it's going pretty good. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was scared for a minute there. I thought we might have a lawsuit on our hands with the hot lemonade thing. But hey, this is good. This feels like a good start to the show.
I almost got urine poisoning.
Could have been bad.
Terrible. But he's back down to my downtown Dingles.
Piss session.
So here we are.
All right. Well, look, right off the bat, I have some very important, hard-hitting questions I gotta get to just right away, and I want to know, as a diarrhea connoisseur, what do you think is the best way to get diarrhea?
Let's see. It really depends on how you think of the word best. Because you have your classic. You got the Taco Bell. All the mild sauce, just diarrhea turns into like the lava just around like the volcano where the Taco Bell headquarters is down in Mexico, Sur de Guadalajara. Yeah, it's inside of a big volcano, but which is kind of like Mother Nature's diarrhea, you know. So it's beautiful, really, to think about nature in that way.
I've never considered that before.
But that's kind of like a value option because you know they got those box deals and stuff, what have you. But if you really want to get like the best diarrhea, I think you have to drink other diarrhea.
Damn, this is like meta diarrhea right now. Exponential diarrhea.
Yeah, you can't get it just anywhere. You got to get on the black market. It's like the dark web, all this fun stuff. It's like crypto.
Well, I'm curious if you might have a fondest diarrhea memory that you might share with us.
There's so many, and each one is
too many. They all run together.
So they do some running. That's right, Neil.
Well, Everett, I want to thank you for being here because you are like an OG in the world of internet comedy. I mean, you've been doing it so long, even before, you know, I feel like before memes, you were doing things, crazy storytelling and, you know, tweeting before, you know, people were making screen caps of tweets and calling them memes. But I was curious, how did you get into this weird internet comedy game in the first place?
Well, mostly I was depressed and had a phone with internet access, and all my thoughts just kind of, there was Twitter, so all right, I'm gonna type it up for this little bird app, and I had to make my thoughts very like concise, and it was 140 characters at that time, I guess, but you had to just make your thoughts in a very succinct little box right there, and I was like, fuck it, make it funny. Like, I guess my whole like philosophy on life is like, if I see something, how do I make fun of this? You know, like, how do I make this funny for me?
Absolutely. And I like that, you know, nothing is off limits necessarily, even, you know, if it's your own interest or something, you know, that you love, it's a great target to make fun of those kind of things. I wanted to ask you, like, something that was very important subject of tonight's show is that meme. I'm calling it a meme. It was a tweet first about pee is stored in the balls. I feel like this is like internet legend at this point. Like, how did this? I mean, how did this get started?
Well, all that happened was back in 2012. I tweeted, I postulated that pee was stored in the balls. Because I mean, like, you squeeze and put pressure on it, and pee comes out. That just seems right, you know. Like, I don't care about science or whatever. Like, that just seems right. But something about the tweet was, I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was something about getting teens kicking me in the balls, and that's why I peed my pants. Like, an explanation for it. But that was like long ago, and then like I think 5 years later or something, it somehow got dug up, and Chrissy Teigen tweeted his pee store in the balls. Like, and I'd actually forgotten that I made it. Whenever it became a meme, I was like, I know this. Like, this is I believe this. I believe pee is stored in these in your downtown dangles. And I was like, I know this is from somewhere. And I looked it up and I was like, oh yeah, I said that. And
is it true that Chrissy Teigen had to leave Twitter after, you know, retweeting about pee stored in the balls? That was the reason she left Twitter, I think. I'm just postulating.
I mean, I choose to believe that. So, I mean, that's the funniest version. So, I mean, if the truth is stupider, then whatever. That's why I choose
Fair
to
enough.
believe, yeah.
Well, I mean, I think
she did still follow me at the time of her exodus. So
amazing, impressive. We like to connect the dots here as far as meme people go, and I just feel like that's just a huge, it's real internet history. It's more than just connecting the dots. But, you know, I've been watching lately, I feel like you've been ramping up your work doing more comedy sketches, shorts and stuff like that. I really enjoyed, shout out to Uncle Scrungus. And I also just recently went on my own first milk date, thanks to you. That was really amazing. And I'm just wondering, like, aside from, doing stand up and making memes, like what made you ever want to do, sketch comedy like that? Like, did you want to be on SNL or Mad TV as a kid, or like, how did you get the taste for that kind of stuff?
Well, mostly the reason I make it is because like I like watching stuff like that, and if I make it, I can make it whatever I want it to be, and I can make it the funniest I can make it. So I'm basically just doing it for me, but if other people enjoy it, that's amazing, and that's kind of what made me like keep doing it. But what was the question? I'm really stoned right now. I'm smoking a little hash.
I hugely relate because I make this show because it helps me not, be crazy the rest of the week. But yeah, I mean, I love to see the short form comedy sketches coming out. I've seen you do that for a while, and I know that I've done some stand up, and that you just recently did your first stand up again, like in a year, like at an open mic or something recently.
Yeah, if you want to call it doing stand up, yeah, it's an open mic located in the back of a clothing store.
Damn.
After they shut down, it was pretty dope. Like, I mean, I've told jokes in clothing stores all the time, like, but usually it's like jokes about like, get a load of these pants, they're humongous, that kind of humor, clothing humor. But this, I just kind of got to talk about whatever I wanted, and I didn't see the clothes, but I bet they were humongous.
Well, there's a story that, I feel like as far as going back to trying to remember when I first started to know about your work. If I don't know how to sum it up in one word, I'm going to say your work. And I remember there was a story, you wrote like a blog about it, and we talked about it quite a bit, about the shirtless Chad. And I'm sure a lot of people that are on this show have no knowledge of this, but I find it to be fascinating. I was wondering if you could help us, to go back. I would love to know more about the shirtless Chad.
Shirtless Chad. Have I heard that name?
I have my weed pen tonight.
2014 or whenever I tried to make him that's a nice. I like your pen. Yeah, it's
I don't have my weed pen is. I think I left it for the Arby's sandwiches tonight.
Oh shit! You can't have one without the other. You gotta have weed and Arby's. Like,
huge mistake. Huge mistake.
Both of them help. Symbiotic relationship between those. But yeah, so shirtless Chad, he's a legend, but it's also a real guy. Really. I'll explain who shirtless Chad is. For really a Chad was a Chad, because he's not. He's a total piece of shit, and he's shirtless as all get out. Meaning, like, in every Facebook picture he would post, he was shirtless. He was even doing the flipping off the bird in this picture, like a damn hooligan. And other pictures were just a picture of a car that was kind of fast looking. So that's in essence who he is. I grew up with him in Arkansas, which explain his total white trash existence and airing of lots of relationship drama online. That's really fun. So I made fun of
shout outs Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas, RIP. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been back since I moved. But he told a piece of shit online, so I decided to make fun of him really hard. But I wasn't just because I had a grudge, He was a piece of shit. So, like, when we were like 18, I was smoking weed at another friend's house. I didn't have a phone with texting yet. This is a big, important detail. But Chad was texting our other friend. He was like, "Hey, where you guys at? Let's go smoke some ganja, bro." Because we're going to meet and this other friend didn't get his text, so we didn't know where to go to meet us to smoke weed. But he did know, because he drove around our tiny-ass town in Russellville, Arkansas, and found my car, and then texted our friend again, said, "Look at Everett's mirrors." So we go outside, and he kicked the mirrors off my precious 1992 Honda Civic.
The fuck?
I didn't see the kicks, but I bet they weren't even that cool looking either. Yeah, so I was mirrorless. I couldn't see what was behind me in my 92 Civic. And that was like a long 15 years ago or something, but I still kind of harbor a grudge about that. But I didn't want to do anything like like evil to him per se. So that's why
you're a bigger man than I.
The internet exists. So I'm huge, dude. So I went online and shirtless Chad, he's just pulling all this dumb shit, right? It's like baby mama drama and then another baby mama getting involved, switching back and forth to a different. It was a whole so many acts, but so I was just getting involved and just like calling him shirtless Chad and everything until he blocked me. And that was unfortunate because that served to be like a large part of my entertainment for several years. And also it was my whole like vendetta against him for revenge. So I wasn't going to have that. So what I did was create a new me. And that new me was named Jennifer Hefferweight. Jennifer spelled the worst imaginable way with the G and also a PH for the F sound. And then Hefferweight, which heifer is like a cow of some sort, and it implies very hefty, big bone to say the least. And for her profile pictures, I searched for missing a teenage girl on Google, which is not great, but that's what she ended up becoming because that's who Chad was attracted to, always really young girls. And maybe if they weren't missing, they were certainly lost in their path of life. So I had to get his attention. So I added a few of his friends, or at least people around the small Arkansas towns, because there's a bunch of them. Like, people from the other schools. Like, you don't date the girls in Russellville. You start to date the girls in Dardanelle. So no one of your friends can get to them. That's how the hierarchy of relationships work in Arkansas.
Shout out to Arkansas.
Arkansas, baby. So shirtless Chad was going through a little bout with his like wife or fiance, baby mama, largely, and so I kind of weaseled my way in there and became friends with him, and I asked him. He was like getting all these like shitty racist tattoos. Like he was like when it was trying to become a white supremacist, but even the white supremacists on Facebook didn't want him, and they made fun of him. He was so bad he couldn't even be a good racist. So I don't feel bad about what I did next. So he showed me like he had these racist like tattoos, like his name in the Confederate flag. It looked really stupid. He designed it, but so as Jennifer, I hit him up, slide into those DMs, and I'm like, hey, I really like your tattoo. Here I started showing him my tattoos. And I just searched for shitty girl tattoo on Google and put a couple of the first ones that I found and I sent them to him and he liked that. He was like, oh yeah, those are really cool. I was like, I thought you would think that, you fucking idiot.
Sorry. And, I love that.
For a while. It was beautiful, really. That was the beginning of a budding relationship. So I got him into officially an open relationship with her on Facebook. I had him for a good week until some baby mama drama happened, and she told off Jennifer, and we had to break up. So, damn. Yeah, it turned out that wasn't the end of it. That kind of retired her after that. We went through a big breakup. But I found out that he went to jail for like some really bad shit, like laceration and false imprisonment. Like, I don't know what, it doesn't sound good, but he was in jail. So I tried to get his address to send him shirtless pictures of himself and send them to jail just to remind him where he came from, his roots. And but I never got the address. His cousin was into it at first, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, and he was like, never mind. Because I was going to get, everybody to mail him shirtless pictures of himself. That'd be really funny. Imagine being in jail and getting a bunch of pictures of yourself flipping off the camera, shirtless as hell.
And then maybe you use them as currency with the other, inmates. You could be like, bro, I'll trade you 2 pictures of myself shirtless.
I could have turned his life around, It
could have been a big deal. Well, thank you for taking us down that deep dive, because I really enjoyed that story a lot, and I appreciate you would be willing to give that to the viewers tonight.
Yeah,
and just to
Oh yeah, I was just saying, if it's what the viewers want and what you want, Neil, I will dig up some shirtless Chad content and I will meme him up some more. I think I had.
Oh yes.
I think he was featured in something I made not long ago. Something about like if she's your girl, then why does she have diarrhea from my chicken nuggets? And I featured him with the classic shirtless Chad pose. So I can get him
Perfection.
to make a little return.
Well, I love this, and I'm glad we could circle back to memeing Chad because, I mean, you are like a beast when it comes to making memes. You make so many memes, I feel like, every day. I'm just curious, how do you, from all the different comedy disciplines, how are you able to reduce it down and just, put out bangers all day? Is that a silly question to ask? Is that something you just can't reveal to us, or can you give us a small peek into the mind of Everett Byram?
Ooh, like I said, my philosophy is just I see something, I gotta make fun of it. Like, how do I make this funny to me? Like, I want to laugh. If I'm not laughing, I'm sad, and that sucks. So I like to be just goofing around at all times, and
Absolutely.
So it's everything. I'm just in that mode. I just always make. If I think of something, I'm like, how can I make this a meme? That's also.
I see it.
My job too, so I have to be in that mode.
Well, I'm very curious because, I mean, you are one of the very, very few people I know that has gone from, well, let me just put it this way. You were like shit posted yourself into a day job. What is that like for you to go from there to there?
Well, I've never really had like a day job, like a 9 to 5. I've always like been a bartender and stuff, but, yeah, 9 to 5 is pretty cool. Working from home, so it's a little different. But I live in LA, so I work on Pacific time. A lot of people I work with are on the East Coast, so I kind of want to align my work hours with them. So I was kind of like a 2 instead. So I'll start my day and everything. I work with a guy who works in Hawaii, one of these tropical islands I'm hearing about, and their time is behind LA, so that's a big 6-hour difference between like New York and Hawaii. So I'm gonna be respectful of their time too. So I don't start until about noon my time, so that's 9 o'clock for Hawaii. So I'm kind of really working a 12 to 2 type schedule. But then also you gotta have lunch, right? The classic time of day, lunch. And I got a freezer. I got a freezer full of crab rangoons. I got at Costco. You can get them in bulk there. So that takes me much longer than 2 hours just to consume as many as I can during a day. So I'm pretty much swamped all
I can
day.
see that, and I just want to say thank you for committing to those crab rangoons. I hate to ever see a crab rangoon go to waste. It's a disgraceful thing.
I tried to make some like myself the other day from scratch in the air fryer, and I don't think I drained out all the juice of the crabs too good because they were just kind of messy. Air fryer might not be the best method of cooking them, even though it's the best for most shit. And they shit themselves like the Tostitos like pizza rolls do in the microwave, just like squirt out the corners.
Yeah.
And like crab rangoons aren't good if it squirts out the corners, man. That creamy, fishy ass filling.
And it's got to have that special pinch method to it. You can't have it.
I tried.
You can't have it bursting.
But burst they did.
Well, I'm a huge fan of the air fryer, but anytime there's very few legit fried foods that do well. Like I've tried fried pickles, fried mushrooms. You got to have those things encased in boiling hot oil, and I think the crab rangoon falls in that same family.
Yeah,
air can't cut
sure.
it.
But if you get like the again Costco, it's got those motherfucking things. Like you get something that should be fried or could be fried or heated up in an oven like a rube. But like if you air fry those things, like I got a bag full of chicken nuggets. I got this whole bag of chicken nuggets. I'd be frying those up in the air fryer as well. And like you just munch those down, wipe them in a little ranch. I don't give a fuck, and they're like the crispiest thing you could eat, And you're doing that at home. You don't even need You don't even need oil. You fries it with air.
And I'll say the big secret for me of the air fryer is if you get any takeout food that's actually been fried already, then
Put
the
it
air
back in
fryer
there once it gets cold.
rejuvenates it.
Oh yeah.
Even if you just got it, if you just picked it up.
I would go so far as to say it might even make it better in some instances.
Damn, wow, that's a bold claim. I'm gonna have to do some research and find out myself.
It depends on like your like desired level of crispiness and like factors like that.
The crispiness factor is so
man.
huge. It's enormous. Well, hey, Everett, I just want to say thank you so much for being here on the show tonight. I'm glad we could go way into the past and then directly into the future of air fryers together. It's a huge honor to have you here on the show tonight.
Oh, thanks. It's great to be here.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, we love you. We'd love to have you back. Everybody else that's watching out there, real quick, I just want to plug next week something that Everett was a part of when it first started was the Cool Cigars with Blish and Blake show. Everett was a guest star on that. I think maybe episode
I was on that
2. But yeah, we're going to be doing a reunion show, and I just want everybody to know you got to tune in next week. That's going to be crazy. We got Blish, we got Blake, and we have Joshua Aronseek and more on the show. So y'all make sure you tune in next week. 421, chronically late. That's what I like to call it.
It's gonna be high.
All right, thanks again, Everett. Everybody stay tuned. We're going to do a short commercial break, and we'll be back with the musical guest, Chill Neal.
Oh boy, I can't wait to drink this glass of milk full of calcium that's really good for my bones. That's pee.
Got piss?
Oh yeah, that right there hits the spot. Come on down to Pea Lake. The water's nice.
This commercial is officially endorsed by the Tourism Council for Pea Lake.
Coming to
Welcome back, everybody. How are y'all doing? I'm all over the place on the technical stuff, but I'm here with you. I want to send a special shout out to Katie and Everett for being here with me. I appreciate y'all. I was so distracted by the Arby's roast beef sandwiches that I did have a few technical glitches, so thank y'all for hanging in there with me. I think the internet might have started to struggle a little bit there as well, but either way, we made it through. And at this point, I would like to try to play around, see if maybe we can make some music together. So let's just see, what happens. We won't play around too long, but let's get back over here to the music. Can y'all hear me out there now? What's going on? Test 1 2. Test 1 2. We didn't record that bass. Let's do it again. to boof kratom to, they say. Yeah, I heard about this place called the Balls. That's where they put the pee. I ain't even been there at all. I never seen the Balls, never wanna see them once. Tuck them back, man, I'm not trying to be on that. I got my pee out all the time. Let it all spray, hit it on the side. Make it so silent when you piss up in the ditch. Ain't trying to wake up the whole family, bitch. But that's what they said. They said pee is stored in the balls. Shout out to Everett for being a good sport and letting us just talk about that all night. Everett has done so much when it comes to this world of internet comedy. Really appreciate him. And I also really appreciate Katie for letting me do the Arby's roast beef bit. Y'all have to understand, the internet makes it easy to reduce us down to one thing like an air fryer or, flim flies or whatever. But, people have 100,000 jokes before that one was funny enough to be seen around the world. So, shout outs to all y'all people creating whatever way, method, mode that you're doing it these days or not. To me, it's amazing to get to know y'all. That's what's so cool to me is like the internet has had these fantastic effects, letting me connect to people through this shit. I had no idea that would be a part of my life. So let's see if we can sing something. Ooh. To the homies tonight, make sure you check out the 2-night show coming down the line. Make sure you check out the Cool Cigars reunion next week, y'all. I can't wait to watch the top of this episode again. It's probably such a train wreck. But anyway, thanks for letting me jam out with y'all a little bit. I do love y'all very much. It's been a great experience to spend the evening with you here tonight. That was crazy. I don't even know what just happened. I wonder what y'all just saw. Anyway, thank you for tuning in tonight. We've had a great time together. Technically speaking, we were all over the place, but that's okay. 22 episodes deep. We got a few more in the bag for y'all, so stay tuned. Once again, I love y'all. That's our show for tonight.